Yeah! 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 Join my trophies. Oh! Ha! Yeah! Join my trophies. Yeah! Yeah!
I was praying, what news do you bring? Yes, I remember Brayden mentioning that name once. He was part of the Brotherhood he had created with Raynil. Long ago, I made a promise to Brayden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now. However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Brayden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Brayden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be restored to its true state. No, he always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Brayden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered. Thank you. I will now speak the word Brotherhood. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Brayden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel. I'm glad he's dead. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but I think you understand. Justice has been done.
Can't you see that I'm upset? I can't help myself. I'm just a sucker for well-heeled men. That Olaf, for example, at the Tap and Tack. He's dreamy. And successful, too. Our affairs are none of your business. I don't know who you are, and you think I'm going to talk to you about my ex-lover? I've heard that Jantus Brolus is skilled with both magic and steel. Yes? And where from see? Was that hard? I suppose I can trust you with this information. After all, if you can help me recover my stolen gold, you may find yourself earning some of it. I know what you've heard, all about Jorunda and his run-in with the town guard. Well, let's just say it isn't exactly all true. I may have let a detail or two leak out to entice someone such as you to assist me. Until you agree to my scheme, I don't want to say more. All I can promise is that you'll be making a lot of money. Are you in, or are you out? Smart answer. Here's the deal. Jorunda and I have had a rocky relationship at best. Against my will, I've been dragged all over Cyrodiil helping him commit petty crimes. I wouldn't say we're thieves. I mean, we've stolen things, sure. But we've never stolen that much at one time. Just enough to keep us going. That is until last year. Jorunda started to take risks and began robbing more dangerous targets. Not just lone merchants, mind you. I'm talking about the bigger scores, like estates and tax shipments. I begged him to stop, as I knew that his capers would one day lead to violence. He just threatened to hurt me if I got in his way. I think the gold changed him, I really do. He wasn't the man I met 7 years ago. The few times I tried to say something, he'd strike me or push me away. I began to become frightened of him. Our last score was a tax shipment being delivered to the Imperial City. We robbed it, and in the midst of the chaos, Jorunda killed a guard. I was mortified. We snatched up the gold and holed up in the mountains. He said if I breathed a word of the murder to anyone, he'd kill me. I was terrified of him at this point. 2 days later, the Bruma City Guard traced us to our makeshift campsite. I was off gathering food, but Jorunda was captured. Served him right. When I went back to the site later, the gold was gone. He'd moved it. What I need you to do is go to the Bruma Castle dungeons and speak to him for me. Convince him to tell you where the gold is, and then we split it. Not that it's anybody's business, but I have noticed voices coming from Jerl's house. But I've never seen anybody but Jerl go in or out. Strange. He's not likely to just come out and tell you, so get creative.
Tidings, citizen. Duty calls. What's a bother? Don't be too long about it. I gotta stay with you so there isn't any funny business. No touching the locks.
I don't know who you are, nor do I care. All I know is that I want you to leave. I'm not talking to you about anything. You're an outsider. I bet you're trying to trick me into telling something and the guards put you up to it. That fetcher of a guard, Terelius, is always trying to be sneaky. Well, you can forget it. Tell him it isn't going to work.
Accept gifts.
You
Stop
treacherous
right there,
little
criminal
filcher!
scum.
How dare you
Nobody
steal from
breaks
me?
the law on my watch. I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine or it's off to jail. Hope you rot, criminal scum.
By the way the guards tossed you in here, I can see you're no friend of theirs. I suppose I can trust you. In fact, maybe you can help me with a bit of a problem, and make some money for yourself in the process. I'm in here for the long haul. They got me for murder, even though I didn't do it. And once the Count makes a ruling, there's no way it's changing. I owe all of this to that heartless, treacherous witch, Arnora. You want to know what happened? I'll tell you. I was betrayed, stabbed in the back. I'm in here and Arnora's out there, living in my house. We were doing petty crimes all over Cyrodiil. Small scores, 10 gold here, 25 there. Nothing big enough to have them investigate you. Then along comes Arnora with a plan to waylay a tax shipment headed for the Imperial City. We're talking serious gold, complete with armed escorts. I told her she was crazy, but she insisted. Women have a way of getting men to do what they want. So we did it. We ambushed the shipment. In the process, Arnora killed a guard. I told her to be careful and just knock them out, but she didn't listen. We then buried the gold in the woods. Then she disappears to get supplies. Suddenly, the campsite gets raided by the Bruma City Guard. There's no way they could have found us. Oh, there's no doubt she tipped them off. But I was one step ahead. I had moved the loot while she was away. My final revenge. Or was it? I'll tell you. I want Arnora dead. That's right, I said dead. She took my life away, and now I want hers taken as well. You do this for me, and you get the gold. All of it. All I need is proof is that damn amulet she always wears. Show that to me, and the money's yours. You want the gold? You bring me Arnora's amulet after she's dead. Finally, a chance for revenge. Well,
So, were you able to find out about the gold or not? How could you stand sharing a cell with that imbecile? I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks. So he told you another one of his tall tales. I hope you didn't believe him. What's he got in store for me? He sent you to kill me, is that it? What if there was another way? What if he thought I was dead, but I wasn't? Then he'd tell you the location of the gold. What did he need as proof? That fetcher. He knows this is the only heirloom I have left from my family. Only he would stoop so low. Look, I know you could just kill me where I stand. But what if I gave you the amulet and you bring it to him? Then he'd say where the gold's stashed. You kill me here and now. And as far as the town guard is concerned, it's a crime. So you make your choice. You want to do it my way or Jorunda's? I knew you'd make the smarter decision. Good. Here's the key to the chest by my bed. Inside you'll find the amulet Jorunda wants. Take my amulet to him. Get the gold and bring half of it back here to me. If you don't come back, I'll let the guards in on our plan. You'll be hunted all over Cyrodiil. You don't want that, do you? I don't think so. Good luck. I'm not surprised at all that he tried to have me killed. That's his way. Always the traitor and the coward. My guess is he buried it somewhere close to town, or even in town itself. Believe me, I've looked. No luck so far. I warn you, don't cross me.
Show me the proof. So, she's dead, eh? Finally. Finally, someone has wiped that stupid, smug grin off her face. Good, good. Well, you did your part of the bargain, now I'll do mine. The gold is buried outside the walls of Bruma, near the North Gate. Goodbye. I don't expect to be seeing you anytime soon. If I were you, I'd get out of Bruma fast before the guards catch on that she's dead.
Don't get too close to the prison. Prisoners may not accept gifts. Good morning.
I'm here for Jorunda's gold, and you're my only loose end. I've been hoping to get someone in his cell and loosen his lips, and then you showed up. You really should be more careful when you talk in the dungeons. The sound tends to carry. Jorunda's such an idiot. I've taken care of Anora. She won't be around to point the finger, and Jorunda's not going anywhere for a long time. That just leaves you. Die!
What have you learned about the spies? Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The gods did not idly choose you as their agent, whatever you may think. But we have not eliminated the threat against Bruma and Cloud Ruler Temple, only delayed it. I will warn the Countess of the danger. You should speak to Martin. I believe he has made some progress with the Mysterium Xarxes. I will send word to the Countess at once of the danger to Bruma. You should speak to Martin about his progress with the Xarxes.
I've deciphered part of the ritual needed to open a portal to Cameron's Paradise. The Xarxes mentions 4 items needed for the ritual, but so far I have only deciphered one of them. The blood of a Daedric lord. In fact, Daedric artifacts are known to be formed from the essence of a Daedric lord, from whence they derive their great power. Not an easy thing to come by, obviously, but we will need a Daedric artifact. Bring it to me when you have acquired one. The only way to obtain a Daedric artifact is through the cults devoted to each of the Daedric lords. The book, Modern Heretics, is the best introduction to Daedric cults. The library here has a copy if you need it. Remember, the Mysterium Xarxes ritual will consume the physical form of the artifact in order to release its Daedric power. I've learned that the Mysterium Xarxes is both the gate and the key to Cameron's Paradise. In some sense, the book is Cameron's Paradise. Manca Cameron bound himself to the Xarxes when he created his paradise, using dark rituals which I will not speak of further. A gate can be opened from the outside, however. It will be more difficult, as I will have to temporarily bind myself to the book, but I believe it can be done. I will continue working to decipher the arcane items needed for the binding ritual. I think I'm close to deciphering more of the ritual. I hope to have made some progress by the time you return with the Daedric artifact.